Despite the challenging economic climate, the Treasury Department, with the ever-present guidance of God, has navigated its way through the fifth quadrennium. We are reminded of the Ellen White quote, "The inexhaustible fullness and the all-sufficiency of Christ are at our command if we walk before God in humility and contrition." The department had 4 objectives. 1. To collect all remittances. 2. To disburse these funds in supporting the mission of the church in accordance with denominational policies and guided by the strategic issues of the conference. 3. To ensure the financial health of the conference was not compromised. And 4. To give technical support and guidance to the treasury of the local churches. These objectives were guided by the 6 imperatives of the conference. Forging a close alliance with the Stewardship Department and conference auditors in conducting training sessions for local church treasurers, auditors, and stewardship leaders, we were better able to realize our objectives. With education and youth empowerment being one of the 6 imperatives laid out by the conference, the Treasury team assisted in conducting a number of training sessions in the local churches. For churches using a computerized recording and reporting system, the department, with the assistance of the communication director, was able to standardize this process by providing training sessions for local treasury teams, church clerks, and Sabbath school personnel conference-wide in the newly developed software that allows for easier and more accurate preparation of remittance reports. A church treasurer's manual was recently developed and uploaded to the conference website. Educating the church officers and members was not our only focus. The Treasury Department also provided financial assistance to many students attending schools, colleges, and universities through the Parish Action Development Committees, PDACs, and directly from the conference. The conference disbursed $24.7 million to PDACs. This represents 25% of the conference-wide development offering, CWD. 40% of this amount and allocation from the WHEEL contributions goes towards education assistance. 2018 saw us increasing from 25 to 30% in conference-wide development offerings to the PDAC monthly. In addition to these amounts, the conference disbursed over $6.7 million to assist students with tuition during the period under review. Under the Stewardship and Development Imperative, the Treasury Department was able to effect improvement to the physical plant of the Willardine Group of Schools, Camp Verley, and H.S. Walters Health Center. $20.9 million was disbursed directly by the conference in assisting with church buildings and land acquisitions. $102 million was expended on direct evangelism. Gross tithe income realized for the quadrennium under review amounted to over $2.7 million. The annual percentage increase was 1.46% in 2014, 6.56% in 2015, a tremendous 12.16% in 2016, and 9.59% in 2017. These figures indicate that there was an average increase of 7.44% over the period under review. Over the 10-year period 2008 to 2017, the trends in gross tithe income reflected declines in 2010 and 2012. However, for the period 2014 to 2017, the department realized its greatest increases. Net tithe income for the department, which is the total tithe collected, less 21% passed on to higher organization, amounted to over $2.1 million. Total offering recorded revealed annual increases of 12.21% in 2015, 15.52% in 2016, and 6.24% in 2017. The conference-wide development offering has also enjoyed steady increases year after year, with 10.47% in 2015, 10.32% in 2016, and 6.83% in 2017. However, the levels of annual growth declined each year over said period. On average, net tithe accounts for 87.65% of total earned operating income, offerings and gifts 4.61%, and other income generated 7.74%. Meanwhile, employee-related expenses accounted for 52.52% of total operating expenses. Due to significant financial constraints, we experienced salary cuts and freezes during 2015 and 2016. As a result, Employee expenses declined by 7.5% and 0.3% in years 2015 and 2016 respectively when compared to 2014. The Jamaica Union basic wage factor increased from $110,000 in 2016 to $130,000 in 2017. This is the main contributing factor in the 22.83% increase in total employee expenses in 2017 when compared to 2016. Other areas that recorded significant expenditures are administrative and general expenses and program-specific expenses such as departmental and evangelism, which amounted to 17.49% and 9.37% respectively. On average, Evangelism Expense accounted for 48.9% of total program-specific expenses over the quadrennial period. In support of the strategic imperatives of spiritual growth and integrated evangelism, there was a major increase in Evangelism Expense of 75.18% in 2017 when compared to 2016. Significant portions of plant operation each year relate to church building expenses. These expenses totaled $4.3 million in 2014, $0.64 million in 2015, $4.03 million in 2016, and $11.97 million in 2017. The major increase from 2017 relates to revolving loan paid on behalf of the Hope Church project. 95% of total education appropriations are granted to Northern Caribbean University and the Willardine Group of Schools. The remaining 5% is shared among other Seventh-day Adventist schools within CJC and student scholarships. Annual education appropriation realized consistent growth with increases in income, growth of 0.05%, 24.75%, and 10.56% were recorded for years 2015, 2016, and 2017 respectively. Operating expenses were within earned income. However, in 2017, the conference absorbed expenses exceeding $5.6 million for the Colporta ministry and more than $6 million in bad debt, primarily for unpaid church insurance premiums. This resulted in total operating expenses exceeding income by $3.6 million. The percentage liquid assets to commitments went below 100% in year 2014 only. Years 2015 and 2016 saw sharp increases before registering a 24.22 percentage points drop in 2017 when compared to 2016. Working capital for year 2016 of $91.91 million was the highest over the quadrennial period. Liquid assets decreased in 2017 when compared to 2016 as cash and equivalents reduced by 8.98% and accounts receivables from higher organizations by 89.53%. The percentage working capital required by policy is 20% of operating expense, plus net allocated assets increased from -3% in 2014 to 51% in 2018. However, there was a decrease in percentage required working capital between 2016 and 2017. Management will be working to reverse this going forward. The total liquidity percentage increased from 66.3% in 2014 to 105.77% in 2017. However, liquidity decreased in 2017 when compared to 2016. Thank you for your faithfulness towards the mission. We are committed to do our part in finishing the work. Your continued support will go a far way in spreading the gospel through all the world.